and welcome to Tea Time.
Hello everybody, welcome to Tea Time. That's right, it's Monday night, 8 o'clock. It is the last Monday of March already. I'm going to put them back for a little longer. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my guest. So Friday I really didn't do much. I basically just chilled at home, relaxed. Saturday was fun. Saturday was good because I had Andre Ferro on from WBLI. Anyone want to join me, come down and meet me. And I was there, the living room. He's going to be back there April 9th. Okay, it's in Bethpage, and my friend Steven Piero showed up. I like singing, and I'm like, all right. So we ended up at a place called Brew House Sports Bar and Grill in New Hyde Park, and yours truly got up and sang a few songs, and I had a great time. The karaoke there is a lot of fun. He's there every Wednesday night and Saturday night, so check it out. Come on down. And then Sunday was laundry day about the Oscars, and you know, I'm not going to say much, and I'm not taking sides. The only thing I'm going to say is, look, I'm not only an actor, but I'm also a stand-up comic. So I'm torn, and but also to put their hands on you, okay? And the only time I know when I raise my hands, that's all I'm saying about it. I think that communication is the key, and I think that when you're upset, both parties, but that's all I'm going to say about that. It was cheaper to have 3 women than to hire 1 man, and it was a great job. He also produces, he does editing, the man does so much. Glenn McBride, yeah, it's good. We met like on social media,
right.
and we have a lot of mutual friends. I
yeah.
reached out to you. Also, and I want people to get to know you along with me. So you're original to Flags High School out here,
right?
right?
I went to Flags High School in the Bronx.
Oh, in the Bronx. I'm sorry, for a year, and then you moved.
To move to Long Island, then I went to North. Grateful I have the best of both worlds. I got the city life and I got the suburban
that's how
life.
I feel because I'm from Queens.
Okay, so you know,
like,
you know the difference.
Yeah.
It's a good.
That your parents like called you like the TV guide because you were like.
Yeah, you know, I always loved television.
Yeah.
So you know. So and then.
Yeah.
I would just watch TV, and then I knew early on I wanted to get into television and do movies and stuff like that. I was just obsessed with Hollywood as a kid.
Yeah.
So,
I know I did.
Did I? I think I did. I wanted to know what it was like to be. Like, do they all hang out with each other?
Right. Growing up, as far as the entertainment industry, because I know you have a few favorite comics.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It was totally different. It was ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
The Arsenio Hall show, I wanted to be on that show so bad as a kid.
Yeah.
I love that show. So those guys.
Comedy skits.
Okay, gotcha.
I love like putting on a wig and transforming myself.
So you can do that.
So
yeah.
I really rate
Will Ferrell,
that era.
No, Chris Farley and stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
Those are like the guys I related to.
They grew up obviously, and you actually. This is interesting. First of all, let's talk about you growing up. You were born a preemie.
Yeah.
You were only 3 pounds and you were 2 pounds and 8 ounces.
Yeah.
And I have to let you know, my brother was a preemie.
Oh, okay.
My brother was I call my mom. I'm like, how big was Sal? My brother was 3 pounds 4 ounces.
Wow.
And I remember when he was born, I think I was like in 5th grade or something. But I remember he had to stay in the incubator.
Yeah, I do the same
for
thing,
21 days until he hit a certain
Right.
weight. And even when my mom brought him home. I remember he was like a little baby hen, like he could fit in both my hands. He was so tiny.
Right.
But you were so tiny, and you had to go through some surgeries too before you came out of the hospital.
Yeah, I had 8 surgeries. So it was just one after another. Each one wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So what happened was there was something wrong with my intestines, so I wasn't making the bowel movement.
Right.
So
right.
you know, after like 8 surgeries, and I think the guy, I gotta find his name, but the surgeon. The procedure he did, I was like maybe the first one he did that procedure with.
Yes.
And then he just blew up to be.
But I have to tell you, my brother at a young age had an issue.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did,
Well,
and it had to be corrected.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
you understand? You
Oh
understand?
yeah, totally.
Do you
Yeah,
understand?
totally,
Yeah.
totally get it. So, all right, you have to work for a living, and for a while you were a special ed paraprofessional.
Yeah, I did that for probably maybe 10 years.
And that was in the city?
It was, no, right in Long Island.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
because I applied for the city.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear from them.
Oh, the city, yeah, it's tough. But Long Island, yeah, I did
yeah,
work
because it
in
was like,
Dix Hills.
be a parent. I was like, okay. And yeah, no, never heard anything.
Really? Oh, you try here. I got the hookup. I've been there, I did it for 10 years, so I'll give you the hookup.
Well, that's good. And then you also studied art and film production at the Art Institute.
Yeah, did that. I was working as a paraprofessional, and I was just getting to a point. I was doing stage plays, and I was like, I really want to do film. And I just took a leap of faith, applied, got in, and it got to a point where I couldn't do the paraprofessional thing full time.
Right.
So I had to quit my job
Yes.
and just kind of just go.
Wow.
And then that, money
Take
got
that
tight.
leap.
Yeah, money got tight.
It's not easy because most entertainers out there, if you're not a household name or if you're not headlining somewhere, you have to do something to supplement.
Yeah. I mean, I had weird jobs. I was after I graduated from AI, the Art Institute, I was a dishwasher on a Netflix show. So I was doing that.
Really?
It was supposed to be a production assistant, and they lied and gave me the dishwasher job.
Wow.
I did it for maybe like 4 weeks, and I quit. I couldn't
Oh
do it
my
anymore.
gosh. Well, tell me about, you also studied digital film
Right.
at Weston Suffolk BOCES, right?
No, I worked
No?
there. Yeah, I worked
Oh,
there.
you worked there?
Yeah. So I was
Okay.
helping it. But the digital film was in the Art Institute, so that's why
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
learned how to do film and everything. And
But that's cool because it's really hands-on and you really,
Yeah.
learning as you're going.
it was hands-on, and then we were the last graduating class before they shut down the program. So they were like pushing us out. So it was just, you really had to grind and just soak it all in and then shoot your thesis film. And my thesis film at that time was Traffic Cops, a buddy comedy. And
Okay.
with me, Sharon Bay, and Giovanni Lozada, we all
Yes,
went
that was your
AI.
first, was that your first one? That was
That
your
was
first
like- that
one,
was like
right?
the first
That was
film.
2014?
Yeah, that was long ago. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago.
Traffic Cops.
That's when I had hair. So yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
So then let's talk about, you did a bunch of shorts. You did, in 2014, you did Traffic Cops. Then you did Change Clothes.
That was my co-star Sharon Bay. That was his thesis film. So we were shooting Traffic Cops, my thesis film,
Right.
and his thesis film at the
Okay.
same time. So
Yeah.
everybody that's in that movie. But yeah, we did that together as well.
And then you did Black White Sketch Show.
It was a sketch show. It was a project for film school. I wanted to do something like Chappelle's Show meets
Yeah.
Guys Trip. So we
Yeah.
did this crazy comedy. We have it. I'm gonna release it. But everybody that's
that'd
in
be
that
cool.
is in everything I've done. So.
And then Good Friday, which was also a short that you did in 2017.
Yeah, that's what I think they saw a film in 2017, but that's with Sal. I don't know if you know Sal, the movie Good Friday.
Sal Ranella.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everybody.
I'm in that too.
I'm in it too.
Yeah, everybody's in that
Everybody's
movie.
in the movie. So I play an undercover cop.
Yeah, we're waiting for the premiere. I play actually one of the big boss's wife.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
okay.
don't know if I sent you that picture of
No.
me in that 70s wig,
Yes,
shag
sent me.
wig with, I gotta
Yes,
show you,
yes.
it's fun, it's fun. And then in 2019 you did Wham, which is a TV series?
Yeah, it was a small episodic series. I was in the first episode. I played a teacher at the school. So no, it wasn't a stretch. I worked at a school before, so it wasn't tough. But it was like I was a security guard in the school.
Okay.
And it was I think some kind of virus that was being spread out the school with this drink. It was a sci-fi, and all these kids were acting crazy, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. So it was the first episode, and they won a bunch of awards.
Yeah, you, wait, I have to put on my glasses for this because, God forbid the font is any bigger. But yes, it says you are a multi-award winning actor, writer, and director, and you won Best Acting in 2019
Yeah,
for a 72-hour film festival role in, what is it called? Millennial
Cop?
Cop.
Yeah. So I did that. It was so what they do, they have a 72-hour film contest where
Okay.
you have to shoot a movie in 72 hours. They give you a theme, and you have to write it, shoot it. So we did that. They called me. They said, hey, can you do this? And I said, do it. So I get the script, and I have to memorize my line like that day. And then we filmed
Those
it
are
in an
like
hour.
soap opera people. You know,
Yeah.
soap opera people, they need to know
I
like they're
couldn't do
not.
that. I couldn't do that.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. It's the pressure that's tough. You know what I'm saying? But
It's hard. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't remember what I had for breakfast, and you got to remember.
tough.
It's hard.
There's
I
a lot of
mean,
improv. We did a lot of improv.
Well, you
So,
know
yeah,
that
yeah.
helps. That
Yeah.
helps when you definitely do improv, and then you did. You also won an award for a sci-fi short.
Oh, Polybius. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was the actor, but the director one, a good friend of mine, Jimmy Kelly. He's a great director, and he did that project.
I know Jimmy.
Jimmy's a great.
Yes.
That's my writing partner. We wrote 3 scripts together.
Yes,
We
Jimmy does
produced
a
them.
lot of sci-fi. Like that's
Yeah,
his thing.
that's
That's
his
his
thing.
genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, he and I talked a lot a while back. I wonder. Yeah, that's cool. And then now it says you have an upcoming feature film called Stir Up Crazy.
Yeah. Stir Up Crazy, a feature film that I'm in. I acted and co-producer of it as I play a guy who is a business partner with my best friend. We all own a company, and I'm the womanizer, and I'm getting myself in a whole lot of trouble. So this is the guy who never heard of the Me Too movement. He just kind of just going, and we put
Says things he shouldn't.
things he shouldn't, things he's doing in the office, and he gets himself in a little trouble. And my best friend, who's the owner of the company, has to kind of help me out. And it's a lot, but it's a crazy comedy. It happens in the office. So if you like Office Space, that type of comedy is like that. So
That's cool.
So,
That's
yeah.
a lot of fun. I'm always
should
into
be out soon. Should be out soon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Always up for a comedy. And I want people to know that you are on Facebook as Glenn A. McBride on Facebook. He's on
Right.
Insta as DIR, short for director. Glenn, it's double N, Junior Films on
Right.
Insta. So you could always follow, Glenn and then see, what's coming out
Just hit
when.
me up.
So that's kind of cool. And you know what's cool? We got to go to my first commercial break.
All
So
right.
stay where you are. More with Glenn when we get back. Don't go away. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Thanks for watching the show. I want to say thank you to Ann and Mickey and Michael Norton down in Florida. Thank you, John York from General Hospital, for your kind words. And everyone watching, please like the show, please share it. And this show is on every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 for people on Long Island who get Optimum. So tune in on a Saturday, and you could watch Glenn and I this Saturday. We're going to be on TV.
All right.
We look good on
We look good on
TV,
TV.
don't we?
We look-
Yeah, we do. So I wanted to talk about, you did Double Vision, Guinea Pigs was a TV series. Tell me about that.
Double Vision is a sci-fi movie directed by Terry Wickham from Long Island. So I play a guy, again, who's saying things he shouldn't. I play a yoga instructor, and I'm just kind of hitting on women. I have like a small role, but it's funny. And he has a shirt, inappropriate shirt about women. And yoga.
Really?
Yeah, just like, yeah. So,
Wow.
So
That brings me back to the days when I met a biker. I had a flat tire in Queens. Someone's telling me, you have a flat tire. And I didn't know what to do. And this biker came up, and they were so nice. They changed my tire.
Okay.
And then there was a bar right there, and I just felt he wouldn't take any money. I wanted to give him some money. He's like, no. I go, well, could I buy you a drink?
Right.
But needless to say, it was a biker bar, and this is like a sitcom within itself when we walked in.
must-
I have to tell you what his shirt said off air, because
Okay,
I can't tell you what it
okay.
said on air. That's how crazy it
I
was.
can imagine.
But and then in 2021 you did Low Pro and you did Feel It. Those were both shorts, right?
Yeah, Feel It. Yeah, we just did that. It was just a quick short. It was almost like the 72-hour film contest.
Yeah.
It was like a contest, and I just played a guy that his sister, the world has canceled all music, so there's no music, whatever.
Wow.
It's like against the law, and then we kind of create our own music with certain instruments that's around the house, whatever, and we kind of get ourselves in trouble. So it's like a little weird little.
It really,
comedy.
when you have that 72 hours, it really has to get your creative juices flowing.
Yeah, and then you're on the clock. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta shoot it, and then you have to edit the movie and score it and everything. So that takes some time. Wow. And then
And how short is the short?
depends. I think this one was 7 minutes. 7 minutes, I think. And then it has certain props and certain lines they want you to say
To
and-
insert.
Right, and then the way you put it in determines if you're gonna win or
Right,
not. So-
right. That's cool. I mean, it's exciting. And
was
then you
fun.
did The Vagrant with my friend Tony Farrow.
Yeah, I had a small role. I play a guy that's kind of just encouraging a young girl who's homeless. And like, hey, he used to be homeless, and now he's kind of back on his feet. So he sees this young girl that's kind of going through what he's going through, and he's just kind of giving her encouraging words. I think the premiere is May 22nd.
Really?
So I actually got the text, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Is
it's
that going to
pretty
be
cool.
open to the?
Probably, I think,
everyone?
Yeah, I think just get your ticket online.
Do you know where they're doing it?
I think it's in Queens, I think so.
Somewhere in Queens?
Queens or Jersey, I think Jersey. I have to add, I'll send it to you.
I gotta. Yeah, I'd love to go
I just
see
got
it.
the text from...
That's exciting. And that was filmed a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think last year.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So what did you do during COVID to keep yourself like busy? Did you do any kind of writing yourself?
Yeah, I did a lot of writing. Was recutting a web series I did called Supply and Demand. We decided we were going to submit it to film festivals, and then was doing that. Then I wrote a script called The Come Up with my good friends Eugene T. Barnes and Ryan Roman, and we was just having a bunch of Zoom meetings and just writing the script through that. So we're sending each other ideas and everything, and was writing a script with my good friend Jimmy Kelly and Brandon Brass called Pull Out, about a guy who gets his wife and his missus pregnant at the same time.
Oh, lovely.
And it's a comedy.
I'm sure that has happened in real life.
I hope not, but yeah.
When I read the title, that's
But that's,
that's where my mind went.
and then we was like, we need a title. So it was like, what about Oops? He was like, nah, listen, we need a title that says immediately. I was like,
Yeah.
And I just kind of looked at everybody and I was like, Pull Out, and we was like, perfect, that's it. That's the
That's
title.
it.
So we got a script. We start filming hopefully in May.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then after that, we was writing that, and then we was writing the script Low Pro, which won a bunch of awards. We were just doing a lot of writing, you know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't film,
Right.
we couldn't be in the same room, so we would just write,
Yeah.
and then we just submit to film
Did
festivals.
you do any kind of like Zoom meetings and stuff?
Did Zoom meetings,
Yeah.
group chats. I think we started to meet each other maybe like outside, in a park. You sit
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
I
yeah.
sit there.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
now that the weather was supposed to be getting a little warmer,
know,
boy.
now it's cold again.
It's
It's like-
28 degrees. This weather is
I'm done.
nuts. It's crazy. You were awarded as a writer Best
Mm-hmm.
Comedy Short by the New York International Film and then Script, the Come Up Writing
Yeah.
Partners. And like you mentioned, it's exciting to get recognized for your work.
It's exciting, It just kind of, we start filming that script soon. We was like, well, no, what? We can't film it now because of COVID. So no, let's create a buzz. Let's submit to film festivals, script competition. If it wins, that creates a buzz for the project. So when the movie does come out, it's already award-winning movie. We haven't filmed it yet, but we already
Right.
won awards with the script and everything.
So maybe you could explain to people watching how hard or easy is it to submit? How many times you can submit? Is there, a cap as far as
Right.
how many places you can submit? How does that work?
You can submit to many film festivals you want. Just go to filmfreeway.com, and it's like the film portal for all different film festivals. So that's what we submitted. We looked at the ones that were IMDb qualified, so if we did win, it will fall into our IMDb page. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we did that, and for Supply and Demand, I think I may submit it to 76 film festivals, which is just a lot of money.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Doesn't it each time you submit, you have to pay?
You have to pay for that. Yeah.
There's like a fee.
A fee, and every film festival is different. You know, some it could be $5 and some could be $35.
Where maybe Sundance is like
That's a lot, yeah.
like thousands, maybe.
Yeah, thousands. It's like if I'm paying $1,000, I want to get in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not,
Well, that's the whole thing. I
Right.
mean, look, the Academy Awards were last night, and
Yeah.
you saw Coda.
Right.
Coda won 3 awards, and
Right.
Coda is an indie film.
Right.
This is an indie. I'm so happy to be part of the
indie
world because I've done so many, and I have some coming up, but. To know that an indie film won on Apple.
Right.
I mean, this
That
is
gives us inspiration.
huge, Glenn.
That gives inspiration. You know, indie movies is, it's tough to produce because, it's not a lot of money and you got to cut
That's the whole
corners.
thing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, the good side about that is that, you just have to become creative. Like, all right, we don't have the money, so how can we make this work? How can we make this look like $1 million? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's all about, really, it's about the script.
I mean, look, Crazy Asians. That movie, Crazy Asians, wasn't that
Crazy
filmed?
Rich- yeah.
Wasn't it Crazy Rich Asians? Wasn't that filmed on an Someone told me it was filmed on an
think it's
iPhone or an iPad or something.
You can shoot a lot of stuff on the iPhone, iPad. I haven't done it,
Mm-hmm.
That's not really my thing. But if I had to do it, like, all right, look, this is what we got. Let's make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Talking like bare minimum, but
sometimes that works.
yeah. Well, I was very, very, very happy. John Fior, who I'm hoping to have on the show in the future, he said he'll
Okay.
come do.
Nice.
Well, not come. He's not in New York, so we're gonna have to do Zoom.
Okay.
But he was in Coda.
That's
he
still
was
good.
in it, and I am so thrilled and proud of everyone who's part of that
Yeah,
movie.
that's a
It
big
makes
movie.
you so happy to be part of that indie family and to know that it can be done.
It can be done. You just gotta, like I said, it's really based on the script, director, the cast, and
A female director.
yeah, and that's female directors are really great because one thing about women, they're very, precise. They can see, they have a good eye. You know what I'm saying? So like, women they already
I
have
think
that
we're very
natural,
detailed,
very
oriented.
detailed, very detailed. It's like,
Yeah.
like, hey, take
And
off
we
that.
multitask. I think we're just born multitasking.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
not a good multitasker. It's like let me finish this, and when I'm done with this, I'll
Right,
get to
the next thing. Yeah, no, I get it. You want to put all your focus towards one
Yeah.
thing, but how exciting is it to come up with a concept,
Right.
right? And then watch your baby be born.
It's fun. Supply and Demand, which we only submitted episode. It's a web series, so we submitted episode 3.
Okay.
And that was my baby. It was supposed to be a feature film, and we didn't have the money to complete it.
Right.
So I said, "What are we gonna do?" I said, "Well, let's make it into a web series." So
Okay.
we had enough footage to make it into a web series.
Okay. And how many were there?
We have 2 seasons.
Oh,
Yeah, we have like a lot. I have
Hello.
So when I'm putting it together,
That's great.
I said we have 2 seasons, so we're gonna split it up and
yeah.
And we have
How
a-
many episodes? Like 10 each or 8 each? Or?
6 each.
Okay,
Each,
all right, that
12
works.
That works. And then so episode 3 did really well. So we cutting the whole project and stuff so we can submit to other film festivals. But everybody that I grew up with in high school that's actors and my friends in Long Island in film school are in that project.
Well, that's the thing, that's the thing is when you do indie films and you have like no money.
you like, hey, I
That's
need
when
you.
you say to somebody, "Hey, listen, would you want to come do this for me?"
Right.
It doesn't pay anything, but you get the credit, the IMDb
Right.
credit. And you know what it is I had on Michael McGlone
Mm-hmm.
a few weeks ago, and Michael answered an ad in Backstage for the Brothers McMullen.
Okay.
And that's Ed Burns' movie,
Right.
and he didn't have any money for this film. He had no money, and no one was getting paid.
Right.
But he needed to pay tech. You need to pay tech.
Yeah.
And his dad said, "Listen, I'm going to give you all the money I have," which at the time was like 10 grand.
I would love to change that right now.
And he made this movie,
Mm-hmm.
which became a cult movie.
Right.
And after he made that movie, and it went to Sundance, and it won a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
And then I don't know what studio said, "Hey, listen, we're going to give you $3 million, and we want you to do a movie with oh my God, what's her name from Friends?" I see it's a brain fart right now, people. This is what I'm having.
Friends.
She does all the commercials now. Oh,
Not-
Lord
not-
have mercy.
Not the one that was with Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay,
He
that's
says,
the
"We'll
one I
make a
know.
movie, Love something. Oh, my brain is not
Love.
working."
Chocolate.
We're gonna
not
do
that one.
Jennifer Aniston and oh my God, the other blonde. I'm going crazy. I can't think. Anyway, so you go from doing an indie. My point is, you're going from doing an indie
to
film
bigger.
because it was such a huge
Right.
hit, huge,
Right.
and so many people came out of that movie.
Which, yeah.
And you know, and it's okay to answer Actors Access or Backstage
just
or
never
casting,
know.
whatever. And it's okay to do something for
Right.
free. Look, it's always nice to get paid. It's the cherry on top.
Right, right.
But like I tell everyone, this is my passion. Like I eat, sleep, and breathe this. That,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would do it for free because I love to do it. I
Right.
love doing it.
And
you
you
know
just
what I'm
never
saying?
know. You never know who's
Well,
going
that's
to see
the
it.
whole thing.
You know who's going to see it. You never know what's going to
Everyone
happen.
got paid after the fact. The movie
Right.
made millions and millions of dollars.
Exactly, yeah.
And Ed said, listen, this goes somewhere. Everyone's getting paid.
And so
You know?
everything worked out towards the end. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole thing. You know, now,
You just
you
never
can't
know.
hold a backstage paper, obviously. Everything's, done online now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the point is, you never know.
You
You
never
never know.
You know, even with the movie Good Friday, I met Frank, a friend of mine,
Yes. Yeah.
on Polybius.
Yeah.
I did it for free
Yes.
for a friend of mine, Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
We meet.
Right.
They need an actor.
Right.
He recommends me. I mean, setting up, and then
Yeah.
it just keeps going on.
Yeah.
I did everything for free.
I'm doing something tomorrow with Jesse Lyons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to have him on the show. Jesse, I'll send you the show.
Okay.
Jesse Lyons he's a writer, comedian. He sent me something that is freaking hysterical.
Okay.
It takes a lot for me, a comic, to laugh out
Right,
loud
right.
because
The
I'm so
comics are more-
critical. We're very
yeah, right.
critical. He sent it to me. I thought it was hysterical. I said, this is very well written. It's smart. It's funny. I love it. So he said to me, would you like to be part of it? I said, yeah. And it's kind of like, I would say kind of like an SNL skit, kind of like
Okay.
that kind of thing. So it's really, really short, but it's funny. And I don't know where it's going to go or what's going to happen to it. But I says, I want to be part of it.
Nice.
I'm in. So we're supposed to be filming it actually Wednesday in Levittown. Very excited about it.
Well,
And,
congrats,
someone
congrats.
recommended me. Shout out to Nikki. She recommended me. And I was like, thank you for thinking of me. And this is going to be fun and great. And, I just love doing it.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
love doing it.
and when you're good at it, and when you're a good person on set to work with, people like, I want you back around me again.
Well, that's the
You know
whole
what I'm saying?
thing. Especially in this industry, you learn who to work with
And who not to work
and
with.
who not to work with.
Right.
And that's the thing, is you find out who's reliable, who's on time, who knows their lines, who.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot.
It's a whole lot,
And
yeah.
and you know that time is money.
Yeah. Even if they're doing it for free, there's still time because you may have this location for about maybe 3 hours. And we're like, look,
You got to
you
get
have
it
to get
done.
in, get it out. You got to know your lines. You can't be sitting there, you
Yeah.
haven't read the script. You can't do that.
Yeah, no.
No.
You really got to put in the work and really. Hello, Bruno. Hello, everyone watching. Thank you for watching. Please like the show. Please share it. We're going to take my next break. And don't go away because we have so much more to talk about with Glenn McBride. Stay right there. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Welcome to Sunday Dinner with Chef Clemente. This is an all-new show about family cooking, Sunday dinner, things we did as a child, bringing back some memories and some tradition. This is how this dish was born. I'm going to show you that in just a couple of minutes. So, the trick with the meatballs too, when you fry them, you don't want to overcrowd the pan too much. The drizzle, not too much of olive oil, right on top of that fish. So, a little flour. A little egg, Cella Luna, met somebody, everybody drink some wine. Everybody keep those going. Pass them around, everybody eat a little bit, come on. You gotta dance. Oh my God! Get together, go visit your mother, your sister, your cousin, bring some pastries, some food, get together, eat, drink, be happy. Who wants some linguine, clams, and pastries?
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. I am with my new friend, Glenn McBride, and he is a writer, he's a director, he's an actor, he does everything. He does editing. He puts everything together himself. It's like, you know, building a Lego set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Editing's-
Piece by piece
yeah.
by piece by piece by piece.
Editing's tough at
You know,
times.
and then just enjoying it when it's complete.
When it's complete, you're so happy. Like, I'm so happy it's out my face. Like, just take it. I'm
Next.
good. It's like a kid. It's like, all right, get out the house. Bye. Go.
Speaking about a kid, I have to put on my glasses for this because I'm referring back to my notes here.
Okay.
And it says, this is a very, very funny story. At the age of 10, you were really convinced that you were going to break into TV and that you called
Yeah.
every major studio in California on your house phone. What
Yeah.
happened after that?
So I was like 10 years old. This is when we lived in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And I had a script. So at the time,
You wrote a script at 10 years old.
Yeah.
What was it about?
so Power Rangers were really big at the time.
Yes, they were. My brother was into them.
So I was into that show, and me and my friends were playing Power Rangers, but there was too many of us to be
Okay.
a Power Rangers. There's only 5 Power
Right,
Rangers.
right.
They got into a big argument, and I said, well, let's write our own show.
Okay.
So we wrote our own show. We were performing outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is a hit. So I said, well, I have to call these studios. I didn't know where to go. I went to Blockbuster, and on the back of the videos,
It
they would
tells you
have-
who released
So I'm
the
writing
movie.
all the addresses down. And
Look
then
how clever you were at 10 years
Yeah.
old. Who would think of
I
that?
never. And then I got the 411 information of LA, and I called every studio as my agent. No, say, hey, our agent Glenn McBride, I have this great script, blah blah blah. But I'm 10 years old. So one day I come home, and my dad is yelling with the bill collector. He said, I didn't call LA. I didn't call Warner Brothers. I didn't call New Line Cinema. I didn't call 20th Century Fox. And my mother's sitting there at the kitchen table. And the moment I walk in and my father says 20th Century Fox and Warner Brothers, she goes, you did that, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. And the bill was like $1,000. Now rent at the time was $900 in the Bronx. So imagine, so my dad was,
Oh, wow.
yeah, my mom was really, really pissed. They were like, well, how did you even get this? I explained to her what I did. They're
Right,
like, what?
right. Look
That-
how
yeah.
look how smart our son is, though.
Yeah,
Look how clever.
they didn't say that at the time.
And it
No.
wasn't like you could even pay it off with a job. You were only 10.
Yeah, so they were like, my mother's like, just get out my face.
Really?
Don't touch the phone.
Right,
So every time the
right.
phone would ring, she would just kind of.
Wow.
My dad was kind of impressed. He was like, wow, okay, you
I
really,
would be impressed.
you really want to do this movie thing?
You were grounded.
I was grounded for a long time. No TV. My punishment was, I love.
And no TV is the worst. That when they took away TV from me,
That
it
was
was
it.
it was like the worst thing in
They
the
took
world.
away the TV guide, so I didn't know what was coming on. And then I love.
They took away my TV guide.
Took away the TV, and then I could have watched Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood. That was like my show, and they're like, yep.
Wow.
So I was, yeah.
Well, they knew you were very serious about your dream, and they convinced a close relative to give you their camcorder.
Yeah. So after that, my uncle Bobby had a VHS.
Thank God for Uncle Bobby.
Yeah. And he had it, and he wasn't really doing nothing with it. And my dad was like, I think you should ask your uncle. No, can you have it?
Oh, so in other words, he had it, but he wasn't like really
He
using
was
it?
doing it, and I was like, hey, I kept asking about it, asking. He's like, you know what, have it. And then,
Oh, he just gave it to you.
man, I thought I was Spike Lee, Steven Spielberg. I videotaped everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Documentaries, movies.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, that was like the...
Did you do any like home videos? Like home,
Yeah,
like,
I have a bunch of stuff in the attic that we found.
That's
so I got to
nice,
start
that's nice.
transfer it to like DVD
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
That's what we
So,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did. Actually, believe it or not, my mother's mother, my grandmother, who was way ahead of her time,
wow.
she took movie pictures of everything.
Okay.
Everything, and then back then you converted them to VHS.
Right.
Right. and now the VHS that you convert to a DVD.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing to watch. My grandfather looked like Al Capone back then. You know, they
Gotcha.
all, first of all, everyone back then dressed like they were going to church the way you're supposed to go
Right,
dressed
right,
to church.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So he always had his fedora. He was always in a suit, and just everyone looked so put together. You know what I
right.
mean? And but my grandmother, I really think she was like really ahead of her time.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
She
Good
dressed
for
like
her.
Madonna when Madonna first came out. Remember when Madonna first came out? My grandmother had on those lace fingerless gloves, and I'm going, oh, I wonder if Madonna saw my home.
Madonna got me in trouble in school
She did.
because my mother had, I think it was it Cosmo, Cosmetic Magazine, something one of those, Vogue magazine.
Cosmopolitan.
I think it was that or Vogue magazine.
Right, right.
And I was in love with Madonna as a kid, and there was like some X-rated pictures.
Yeah.
So I was like, I took it
They were risque.
risque, and I took
Yeah.
it to school and like, hey, I got a dirty magazine. It was Madonna, and I got in trouble.
You
and
gotta look at Vogue and Cosmo.
And I was like, that was the time when Madonna was like Madonna.
Yeah.
So, boys are dumb, so it's a group of us looking at it, and then we got in trouble, and then like, who is it? And everybody pointed at me, and then
Yeah. Do you think that, this is just a question that I'm throwing out, because sometimes I think of it, Lady Gaga, when she first came on the scene,
right.
she came out with a vision, with a following, almost
Right.
kind of like Madonna, and then she
Yeah,
crossed
yeah.
over mainstream.
Right.
And I saw that too. Do you see other artists doing that also?
I mean, it's big now, especially with social media. You got, the Nicki Minaj, you got the
Her?
Meg Thee Stallion.
Because she was always covered,
Right.
and you don't
Nobody
see her.
know.
And then last night I was like, that's what she's a pretty girl.
Yeah, and she's great.
Yeah,
Lady
I
Gaga,
think
the actress. She was in Star Is Born. She was really good in that.
Oh, she was great in that.
And
She
she's
was
in
really
another
good
movie
in
I
that.
saw. I saw the commercial.
House of Gucci.
Yeah. So
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I
heard
haven't
it's really
seen it
good.
yet either, but I
heard
want to
it's really
watch
good.
it. I heard it's
But
very, very good.
Madonna at that time was just, there was nobody like her. I mean, there was Prince and there was Madonna. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It was
right,
like,
right.
there was nobody like her. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. That's the whole thing, is that I think whether it's stand-up comedy, singing, I think you have to have, not a gimmick, but like a shtick, something for
Yeah.
people to remember you by.
Right, you gotta
right?
be original. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Madonna's
that's
just
the whole thing.
Not everybody like Prince and Madonna. These artists are taking stuff like
From them.
we've seen this before. Like
Yes,
this is not new.
yes.
This is what Madonna and Prince
Exactly.
and Michael Jackson have done.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're just kind of taking it and making your own. But we've seen this before.
Yeah. Now, when you do a movie, because a lot of people, I don't know if they know this, not know this, but when you do a movie
Mm-hmm.
and it comes to music, you have to be really careful because of copywriting,
Right.
copyright infringements. So when you do something with music,
Mm-hmm.
do you come up with your own score? Do you have someone just do instrumental? What do you
Yeah.
normally do?
I have a good friend. He's in Long Island. If you ever need a guy to mix your movies, his name is Matt Alba.
Okay.
He's really good. And he does a lot of my scores. I may have an idea, like, hey, I want this to sound like this, or I'll send like examples and stuff like that. But sometimes I'm like, hey, man, just do your thing, and then we'll find out. Like for Traffic Cops, was the first time I did release a single, my first single.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't with me, it was my cousin Ace.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a rapper. I said, I want to do a single for it, and I want to do a music video. So we did that, and that kind of helped with the exposure of the project. So,
Nice.
music is good, it helps.
But it's tricky. It's tricky.
very
Like
tricky.
my opening song actually is an original song. My husband's an ex-rocker from the '80s.
Oh, nice.
So that's his band.
Oh, okay.
But you do have to be careful because depending on where you post it, because I know a few things have been taken down on Facebook.
Yeah.
They flag.
They flag it.
Stuff.
And you have to ask you, is this your song?
But if you want to use it, let's say, a song from, I don't know, Diana Ross.
Right.
Okay. How do you go about getting the rights to the song? Do you know?
From what I heard was that Paul McCarthy bought like the rights of all these songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's got like a big library.
And you
of
have to go
songs.
through them, and
Right.
this is crazy. Like even saying "Happy Birthday" is
That's what
copyright.
I heard.
Yeah. So I was in the movie, and they couldn't do that. Like, we have to go back and reshoot this whole scene. We can't sing. I was like, what? Like, yeah, you
Wow.
can't. You get flagged, and we had a movie, Stir Up Crazy, where the Sugar Hill Gang was going to come. And
love the Sugar
We love the
Hill
Sugar Hill
Gang.
Gang, and
I
they were
do.
going to perform the original
Get
songs.
out.
I think Warner Brothers was like, no, you can't, because we own it. So yeah, so it's a whole thing. You have to
Really?
pay for that, and it was like, nah. So then they were supposed to come with an original song, but then COVID hit, and then we couldn't do it. So we had to rewrite the whole scene and stuff like that. But that would have been a dope scene. But yeah.
Well, I know a lot of artists who, if you ever want to, I could love to
Okay.
hook you up with them,
Okay,
and
cool.
maybe you could use one of their original
That would
songs.
work great. That would great.
Yeah, it's
It
very,
helps
very
out. No,
cool.
we all help each other. You know
Well,
what I'm
that's the whole thing. It helps. Enhance what you're doing, and then it gets them heard
Mm-hmm. Exactly,
as well.
exactly.
So it's nice when people collaborate
Yeah.
like that. And talking about collaboration, I have to take my last commercial break. So this is
right.
going very fast, Glenn.
going quick,
I'm
yeah.
having a great time. Oh, FYI, ladies, he's single. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We'll talk about that when we come back, won't we now, Glenn? Stay there. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bat Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Yes, before the break, I have people on here saying, Glenn is sexy. Is he single? Well, hello.
Well, ladies, I would say, sad to tell you that I am not single. So
What?
yeah, I'm cool.
All right, okay, sorry to
wah.
break your hearts. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
What are you going to do?
Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. But
But there's no ring on it, so,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah? All right.
That day's coming. That day's coming.
All right, well, that's good. That's good. Speaking about that. All right, so ladies, I'm sorry. What are you going to do? What
But
are
I
you
have
gonna
a
do?
lot of good single friends, good guys. So I gotta.
That's it. We got to get everyone together.
They're successful. They're good dudes. They're
There
doing
you
well.
go.
So
That's good.
I can
That's
slide
good.
right to you.
So you have, what's your core? What's your core that you go for when you do a film? Like how many people do you have that that, hey, like I
I have
know
a
Frank's
good
one of
core.
them, but
Yeah, Frank, Andrew, my boy Brandon, who's here,
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Brass, Jimmy Kelly, Vaughn Johnson, who's a good friend of me, good friend of mine, Dre, his brother, Keith, Linza, Kyle Grant, Ryan Staten. We have a bunch
they
of
got
people.
like 20, 30 people,
yeah,
which is nice.
And even supply and demand and traffic cops and other stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
well, let's talk about, you've got Traffic Cops Zombie Corps.
Yeah, so
You're filming that right now?
what we're doing right now, we're in pre-production, so we're looking at locations right now.
Okay,
so
you're in pre, and then supply and demand.
that's
That's good.
done. We're
That's
gonna
good.
Yeah.
That's the web series.
Yeah.
So let's talk about pre-production. So Traffic Cop Zombie Corps is in pre-production,
Right.
and then you mentioned the Come Up.
Yeah.
And then you've got, what about Office Madness?
Now, Office Madness is actually done. Office
Oh, it is
Madness
done.
was actually is now Stir Up Crazy. They changed the title.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't you hate when that happens? Though?
Yeah, they were like-
I know that happens all the time.
They changed the title. They're like, hey, we
Yes,
want to kind of
there
make
was something
it.
I was in, and I'm like looking on the IMDb. I'm like, it's not there. And like they changed the name.
Yeah, they gave us a
I was
call.
like,
So, okay.
What about Half-Ass Killers.
So Half-Ass Killers is written by my good friend Jimmy Kelly and Brandon
Yeah,
Brass.
Jimmy.
We played two stoner guys, rich kids, real spoiled. Our fathers died, and to get our inheritance, we have to get into the family business. Well, the family business is we found out our fathers were two hitmen. So now, for us to get our inheritance, we have to become hitmen, become really good, and we suck. And so, Half-Ass Killers. So
it's a comedy.
It's a comedy, yeah.
Do you gravitate more towards comedy?
Yeah, you know, since a kid, you know, like say Adam Sandler's SNL, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy. It's like, it's just fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not really
it's
a
fun
drama.
to be silly.
I'm not really a dramatic guy. I
Right.
watch it once, but if I want to, you know, watch something in the morning, I'm watching like Entourage or, you know, that's my show, or, you know, Adam Sandler movie, just
I love
something.
Entourage. Jeremy Piven's actually having a movie he's in. He's doing a premiere. They're doing it in Boston.
I think it's Rambo On, is it that one?
I think I'm tempted to go.
I want to go. I love that show. Like,
Yeah.
I watch
Yeah,
that
yeah.
constantly.
I know.
I got the song on my phone. That's how much
You do?
I love that. I love Vinny Chase, Drama, E, Ari. That's like, yeah.
It was a great show.
I would love to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, I love
Yeah.
that shit. I heard they're coming back with
A reboot?
they're trying. I don't know how they're gonna do it with the Ari guy, because Ari was just.
Yeah.
But I would love, like the movie, I
Yeah.
went to see like 5 times.
Well, I'll let you know when that thing's happening in Boston because he's
Okay.
definitely going to be there.
I would love to go.
I'd love to go too.
love
I am leaning
I
towards
love that
going.
show.
I really am.
They have a podcast here too. On Long Island, I heard. Victory, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I
That I
heard.
didn't hear.
Tell you
Speaking
about
about podcasts, I heard you're looking to do a podcast?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Glenn with Friends. I'm working on it.
Glenn with Friends.
So,
I like that.
Something nice, just to introduce into my friends that's in the business and everything, and really just, you know, just having a
Nice.
good time,
Yeah, yeah,
nothing
yeah.
crazy. So I just don't have time. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. So
Right.
we're working on it. We're working on it. But
Well,
I'll
Strong
love to do
Island
it.
is a beautiful place here to do
Yeah,
a
yeah, to do it,
podcast,
yeah.
so in
Easy to
case
go.
you know, just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What about Graveyard Shift? Tell me about that.
Graveyard Shift is a feature film script that me, Jimmy Kelly, and Brandon Brass also working on. It's about 3 friends. You know, they're nobodies, they're slackers. And we started our own kind of like underground wrestling ring during our graveyard shift at our job. We would work at a dollar store. So after shift, you know, we have this underground wrestling ring, and it blows up. And our friend who owes the mob some money, we do that to kind of help him out, and it just kind of spirals out of control and stuff like that. So graveyard shift, and we've been pitching.
I like the concept. I like the concept a lot. That's kind of cool.
So we've been pitching it for a while.
You know, the Dollar Tree is not a dollar anymore. It's
Yes.
they're going to change the name to Buck and a Quarter.
Everybody's mad about
Buck
that.
and a Quarter. Change the name. Just change the name to Buck and a Quarter because now everything
Yeah,
is
it's
$1.25.
which I don't know why they did that.
I don't know why, but you have to change the name according to
You have
what
to
you're
change the name,
charging. That's
right.
what
You
I
can't
think.
call it
right?
Dollar Tree.
But they should call it Buck and a Quarter.
Would that work, Buck and Quarter?
Why not?
Probably. No.
Yeah, I was kind of in shock when I went in there the other day, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What
It's like,
happened?
what happened?
It's called Dollar Tree."
And I didn't hear it on the news. I just heard from like people around. They're like, "Yo, I was at the dollar store, and then people was like pissed, and we just
Nothing's
yelling
a
about it.
dollar
Like,
no more.
it's not a dollar no more." I'm
It's
like, oh, man.
crazy. Well, listen, I want everyone to follow you.
Yeah.
And Glenn, it's Glenn with 2 N's, Glenn A. McBride on Facebook, so you can follow him there. And DIR, short for director, DIR Glenn, double N, Junior Films on Insta. And anywhere else?
Twitter, which is
Twitter?
Mr. GM Studios. That's my company.
Okay, yes, let's talk about that real quick. About your
Company.
company,
Yeah.
Mr. GM Studios. Tell me, when did you put that in place?
And I think during film school, it was like I knew towards the end of film school, if I was going to do stuff in the industry, I'm going to have to do it on my own and create my own stuff.
And it's plural, studios.
Studios,
right?
yeah. So I wanted to do what Ty Perry was doing, have his own studio. I wanted to do,
Right.
you know, that. So I was like, I'm going to do my own thing. This is Mr. GM Studios.
Cool.
And so all this projects I've done is under
That's
that umbrella.
nice. That's
so,
nice. And the website's under construction, right?
Yeah, I have the website, redoing it and everything. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, people really hit you
It's
up on
under
Instagram.
construction, but when it's up and running, it's
We'll let you know.
GlennMcBrideFilms.com, but it is under construction right now.
Yeah. So I'm just so busy. And people hit you up on I get more jobs on social media. Like people just text me like, hey, I like your work. Can we work together? So
That's great. I think I
mostly-
did that to you too.
Yeah, you hit me up. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how I'm here. That's how I'm here. So
So listen, we have 2.5 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to throw out there for everyone watching and listening, all my viewers out there?
thank you for having me.
Oh, well, I appreciate you
It was
coming
a great
in.
time. I hope I come again. When the movies are
when
done.
you have when you have something to promote, absolutely, it's an open door policy here.
So shout out to everyone. Shout out to all my friends and family. And
Yeah.
Let's get these movies done and get it going.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
now it's been 24 long months.
With
and
COVID.
with COVID, and it's affected everybody in different ways, but
We're still here, thank God. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it
So-
is. The one good thing about COVID was no one was working at the time. Not that it was a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I was able to get on guests that I normally would not
Oh, nice.
be able to get on.
They weren't working. They're like, hey,
They
I
weren't
got-
working. Like I had Butch Patrick, who played Eddie Munster from the Munsters.
Get outta here.
I
Oh,
had
wow.
on Donnie Most, who played Ralph Mouth on Happy Days.
Oh wow, you got some good.
I had on a lot of
Legends.
great comedians too, like
Okay.
Wally Collins,
Okay.
and he was actually on the news today at Stand Up New York. I was watching him because they wanted to know a comic's perspective, about what had happened last night.
Yeah.
And
That's-
everyone's like, all the comics are going to have to take defensive
It's gonna be.
now.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's crazy. The whole situation was insane.
Chris Rock, he
I love Chris. I met Chris back
met
in the
him, too.
day. I did stand up. I started stand up comedy back in the early '90s.
Right.
I was just about to go on stage, and Chris walked in. I got bumped.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like, first of all, I'm not going on after Chris Rock.
Right, that's kinda tough.
But he came, and he was so nice. He sat down. He talked to me because I told
Right.
him, "Hey, I'm just starting out."
Oh, okay,
And
nice.
he was a doll.
he's a nice guy.
doll.
I met him behind backstage at the Borgata. He was
Okay.
performing. I'm good friends with his brother.
Nice.
Kenny was like, "Hey man, for your birthday, I know you love my brother. He's
Yeah.
2 tickets, free tickets."
Oh,
and I was
man.
like, "Oh wow, he's
Yeah.
a nice guy." So
Nice.
to see that happen,
Yeah.
I hope they work it out. You know what I'm saying?
And birthday. Your birthday's May 31st?
May 31st,
May
yeah.
31st, and I remember that because it's my friend's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's a
so
good
you have
birthday.
you have the
Good
same
birthday.
birthday. All right, listen, we got to go. I want to thank you, Glenn,
Thank
so
you
much
again.
for coming
Thank
in
you for
again.
having me.
Stay right there. Don't go away. Everyone, thank you for watching. Remember, Tea Time's on every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on Channel 20 for people on Long Island who get Optimum, so tune in. Tell your friends. Thank you, everyone, for watching the show. Thank you, John York. Thank you, Sal the Voice Valentinetti. And thank you, my friend, Doc Gooden. Everyone have a great week. Stay safe. Be kind. Tell everyone you love them. Ciao, everybody.
Have a good one.